Welcome. You're tuned into Tangled Threads. If you're digging our content, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. I never thought I'd be writing something like this, but here goes. My name's Cameron, and I've been with my wife Lisa for a good chunk of time. We've had our ups and downs, like any couple, but nothing prepared me for what happened last weekend. It started off like any other lazy Saturday. Lisa and I decided to stay in and have a few drinks. Nothing fancy, just some beers and her favorite white wine. We were lounging in the living room, chatting about everything and nothing. But as the evening wore on and the drinks kept coming, the mood shifted. We got into an argument over something stupid. I think it was about not spending enough time together or something. The details are blurry. Anyway, Lisa got really heated, and I wasn't exactly Mr. Calm either. The argument escalated, and before I knew it, she stormed out, slamming the door behind her. I figured she'd just walk around the block to cool off. But an hour passed, and she wasn't back. I started to worry, so I texted her. No reply. Another 30 minutes went by. Still nothing. That's when my phone rang. It was my dad. "Dad, hey, have you seen Lisa?" I asked, thinking maybe she went to a friend's place. "Cameron, you need to get over here now," he said, sounding serious. "Your wife. She's here, and she's drunk. She's been trying to seduce me." I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. What? Are you kidding me? "I'm dead serious. Get here as soon as you can." I didn't even have my car that night, so I called an Uber in a daze. The ride over was a blur. I was trying to process what my dad had just told me. My wife, trying to sleep with my own father? It was like some messed up soap opera plot. And when I arrived, I found Lisa in the living room with my dad, who looked like he'd rather be anywhere else in the world. Lisa was a mess. Mascara running down her face, slurring her words. "Cameron, you don't understand," she slurred, as she tried to get up and stumbled. I was beyond angry. "What the hell, Lisa? Trying to sleep with my dad? Are you serious?" She started crying, going on about how she wanted to get back at me for the argument, how she didn't mean it, and how sorry she was. But I wasn't having any of it. The trust was shattered. I told my dad I'd handle it and practically dragged Lisa out of there. We didn't speak as I called another Uber to take us home. The ride was silent except for her occasional sniffles. We got back to our house, the air thick with tension. Lisa was a mess, and I was a storm of emotions. As we entered the living room, the silence was deafening. Finally, Lisa spoke, her voice shaky. "Cameron, I don't even know where to start. I'm so sorry." I just stood there, staring at her. "Sorry? Lisa, do you even understand what you did?" She nodded, tears streaming down her face. "I do, and it was the biggest mistake of my life. I was angry and drunk, and I thought if I hurt you, you'd feel how I felt." I let out a bitter laugh. "Hurt me? You tried to sleep with my dad. That's not just hurting me, Lisa. I don't even have words for it." She wiped her tears, trying to steady her voice. I know. It's unforgivable. But please, can we just talk about this? Maybe we can go to counseling. Work through this." Work through this? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "Lisa, you crossed a line. There's no working through this." She reached out to me, but I stepped back. "I love you, Cameron. I really do. I just lost my way, and Stop, I interrupted, my voice firm. "This isn't about love. It's about respect, trust. You broke both. How could I ever trust you again? How could I ever look at my dad the same way?" Lisa collapsed onto the couch, sobbing. "I ruined everything, didn't I?" "Yeah, you did," I said, my voice hollow. "I can't do this, Lisa. I can't be with someone who would go to such lengths to hurt me. I want a divorce." Her sobs filled the room, but my decision was made. It was over. The woman I loved, the life we built, it all crumbled in one reckless night. In the end, I told her I wanted a divorce. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to say, but I couldn't see any other way forward. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and ours was just obliterated in one night. She cried, pleaded, but I was firm. I slept on the couch that night, and the next day, I started looking for a divorce lawyer. So yeah, that's my story. My wife tried to cheat on me with my own dad, and it blew up our marriage. Life throws some crazy curveballs sometimes. Update. After everything that happened between me and Lisa, I honestly thought the worst was over. But the court battle that followed proved me wrong. It was a roller coaster I never saw coming. First off, the divorce proceedings were a mess from the start. Lisa, maybe out of guilt or maybe out of spite, decided to fight tooth and nail. She demanded alimony, which honestly felt like a slap in the face after what she had done. But I stood my ground. I wasn't about to roll over and give in to her demands. The court sessions were tense. Seeing Lisa there, with her lawyer, trying to squeeze every penny out of me, was infuriating. But I had a solid case. My lawyer argued that given the circumstances, her attempt to cheat with my dad, it was unreasonable for her to expect alimony. The judge seemed to agree, and to my relief, ruled in my favor. No alimony for Lisa. But that wasn't the end of it. During one of the sessions, things got heated. Lisa lost her cool. She started yelling at the judge, accusing everyone of being against her, and refusing to comply with the court's decisions. It was shocking to see her unravel like that. The judge warned her multiple times to maintain decorum, but Lisa just kept going. It was like she couldn't stop herself. Finally, the judge had enough and held her in contempt of court. I couldn't believe it. Lisa was taken into custody right there in the courtroom. She ended up getting a short jail sentence for her outburst. It was surreal. The woman I once loved, now behind bars for contempt of court. Part of me felt bad for her, but another part of me knew that she had brought it upon herself. So, that's the latest. The divorce is final. Lisa got no alimony, and she even spent some time in jail. Life's been throwing curveballs at me, but I'm just trying to move forward, one day at a time. Hey everyone, it's Cameron again. A lot has happened since the last time I shared my story. I know it was a heavy read, but I've got some lighter news this time. So, after all the drama with Lisa and the divorce, I took some time to work on myself. Hit the gym, picked up a few hobbies, and really just focused on healing. I wasn't looking for anything serious, just enjoying being single and rediscovering who I am on my own. But life has a funny way of surprising you when you least expect it. I met someone, her name's Emily. We bumped into each other at a friend's art gallery opening. She was admiring a painting, and I made some casual comment about not understanding modern art. Turns out she's an artist herself, and she offered to give me a beginner's guide to appreciating art. We hit it off instantly. Emily's amazing. She's got this infectious laugh and a way of seeing the world that's just refreshing. She's nothing like Lisa, and I mean that in the best way possible. We've been taking things slow, just enjoying each other's company, exploring the city, trying out new restaurants, the simple stuff. I wanted to share this update because I know my last story was pretty grim, but here I am, finding happiness in ways I didn't think were possible a while back. Life's looking up, and I'm excited about this new chapter with Emily. Thanks for all the support you guys have given me. It really helped me through some tough times. If I had a nickel for every time someone tried to cheat with their in-law, I'd probably have, well, just a nickel, because that's a new one even for me. I mean, talk about family drama. Cameron and Lisa's story is like a soap opera, but with less amnesia and evil twins. Jesus Christ. I mean, I honestly can't stop thinking about how insane this dude's wife is. Anyways, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.